You never started. I never had to deserve you. You chose me before I knew myself. You never loved the version I achieved. You loved the one I couldn't help. Receipts were scattered on the table, along with promises I broke. I kept adding every failure, like numbers only I could hold. Every mirror became a courtroom. Every morning one more trial. I wore success like borrowed clothing, hoping it would reconcile. You walked in carrying no verdict, only dinner for us two. You sat beside my restless thinking, like that's what people simply do. I waited for disappointment, I waited for goodbye, but your patience crossed the silence before another alibi. I never had to deserve you, not on my strongest day, not when every careful answer still dissolved into mistakes. You never measured my tomorrow against the weight I carried through. You simply stayed beside the person trying to become the truth. We drove beneath the evening skyline, street lights sliding on the glass. I asked how you kept believing after everything had passed. You smiled without becoming louder, kept your eyes upon the road. Then quietly you reached beside you and gently held my coat. You said nothing about perfection, nothing about what I should be. Just squeezed my hand for one long moment and let the silence answer me. Maybe grace isn't a sentence. Maybe grace is someone staying after every reason not to. I stopped trying to be cool enough, because you already saw enough. If one day you lose your certainty, if guilt whispers through your mind, I will remind you what you taught me. Worth was never ours to find. We don't earn the gentle mornings, we don't purchase faithful hands. The deepest kind of human promise simply chooses where it stands. showed me I already was enough for you. No earning, no proving, only choosing again. The table stayed exactly as it was. Only the weight inside me left. My voice had turned to winter. You never asked for spring. Stay through my winter voice when every word came out too cold. You never asked me for affection. I was too tired to hold. The curtain stayed closed until evening. Dust moved slowly through the room. I wore the same gray sweater while the you left warm tea beside the doorway. Never knocked a second time. You learned when silence meant protection, and when it meant please stay nearby. I answered every gentle question with a nod or half a phrase. Still you folded all the blankets and remained through quieter days. You did not call my distance cruelty. You did not make my numbness yours. You understood that some exhausted people cannot open every door. You stayed through my winter voice when every word came out too cold. You never asked me for affection. I was too tired to hold. No demand to be remembered as the person from before. You sat close enough to reach me, never dragging me ashore. One night the power disappeared and the whole apartment stilled. You lit a candle near the window while the rain erased the hills. I watched your shadow cross the ceiling, calm and patient in the dark. You placed your coat around my shoulders without asking for a spark. I had fear that being empty made me difficult to choose, but you never treated tenderness like something I could I thought devotion needed answers, warm replies and open hands. But you loved me without forcing what I could not yet understand. The code was never who I was. It was only what I crossed. never left. I came back speaking differently. You opened the door anyway. Never asked me to return unchanged. You only asked me to come near. You made room for who I had become, not the version that disappeared. Suitcase waited by the doorway, dust still gathered on its wheels. I had practiced explanations for the distance I could feel. There are new lines in my eyelids, different pauses in my speech. Certain memories made me restless, certain rooms felt out of reach. You studied a list of everything I'd changed, but you poured 2 cups in silence and never made my growth a blame. You never asked me to return unchanged. You never mourned my former face. You listened to the unfamiliar without trying to replace. Every road it left a mark on me, every season rearranged. Yet you held the door wide open for the person I became. Driving through the evening, foggy erased the passing signs. You kept one hand upon the steering, left the other close to mine. I confessed I no longer trusted certain promises or plans. You did not swear away tomorrow, you just waited for my hand at the shoreline. Before sunrise, cold waves vanished through the gray. You said we don't need the old us to begin again today. Every piece I left behind, but some journeys do not restore us, they reveal another design. dangers and keep choosing to learn. Keep changing, come closer. I will meet you there. I came back speaking differently. You opened the door anyway. I came back speaking differently. You opened the door anyway. You never asked me to return unchanged. You only asked me to come near. You made room for who I had become, not the version that disappeared. You never asked me to return unchanged. You only asked me to come near. You made room for who I had become, not the version that disappeared. My subdays waited by the door. Nothing extraordinary happened, yet you stayed every day. Long before I noticed, the loudest proof was never spoken. It was simply always there. Photographs for miracles, golden sunsets, perfect scenes. But every picture that I treasured held your shadow next to me. One hand opening the doorway, one cup waiting by the sink, one umbrella by the staircase before the clouds could even speak. While I measured every heartbeat by excitement and surprise, you were stitching little mornings into something that survived. I mistook calmness for routine. I mistook peace for less. Never seeing gentle constancy was wearing your silhouette. Music floated through the room. You smiled before I looked toward you, like you somehow always knew. You remembered how I take my coffee, which side I leave the lamp. The smallest details held together, every place I nearly cracked. Years were passing without fireworks, without headlines in the air. Still was never meant to shout. Maybe it keeps showing up until every fear burns out. Our youth away, if silver finds our hair, I don't want a louder story, I want you still right there. Let's keep choosing simple mornings, even when the years grow deep. When the room gets too quiet, let that be where we breathe, because forever just as deeply, quietly, faithfully, every day. The coffee cooled beside the window. You smiled, exactly like always. You stayed when I had nothing left. When I had nothing beautiful I did not have to earn you. Truth enough permission to exist outside my head. Drawn around my better days, but you remained when all my colors turned to unfamiliar gray. You did not fall for my perfection. You recognized me underneath. Tears upon my skin. I will stop rehearsing happiness before I let you in. And when your own strength disappears, you will never have to hide. I will sit beside your silence the way you sat beside mine. We are not the roles we carry. We are not to be known without performing. That is how devotion stays. When we have nothing beautiful left, we will still be seen the same. No conditions in our breathing, no perfection we must imitate. I will hold the parts you question. You will shelter disguise, still chosen, still beside. The morning entered without asking. We let it find us as we were. The lamp was glowing, curtains breathing with the night. The room remembered every heartbeat long before I turned the light. Your side of the bed changed. Even when my world did, you kept a place beside your breathing, waiting where I used to live. more. Max drums. Tighten the bridge so it builds harder into the final chorus. At 3 a.m. the house was breathing, shadows resting on the floor. Every room had turned to silence, but you left one hallway on. You left the hallway on when neither one could speak. A quiet line of amber still reaching out for me. Shatter where they fell. I kept the whole way on, and it tore the dark in two. No more hiding in the residue, no more acting like we knew. Now the silence isn't empty, now the distance isn't doom. We came and wrecked and still came back like thunder through a room. We kept the whole way on, and it lit the whole way through. Not every bond survives by holding. Some come roaring back to you, leaving room for us. The lamp went out at sunrise. Your hand was still in mine. Some nights don't need an ending, they only need a sign. Your left sleeve turned a darker shade before we reached the avenue. The umbrella leaned above my head, and all the rain belonged to you. You held the umbrella on so I could walk untouched. You never said you chose me, but I felt it in that much. The pavement carried broken colors, red and silver underfoot. Cars moved slowly through the water while we waited where we stood. I was talking about the distance, how the years have changed our ways. You kept checking every crossing, keeping raindrops from my face. I thought affection needed thunder, something impossible to miss. Then I saw your shoulder trembling, soaked beneath a gesture like this. Maybe devotion has no witness, maybe no one turns to see. Maybe it tilts into the weather and takes the cold aside for me. You held that umbrella wrong, let the rain take your side, while I kept looking for a sign. You were up there taking mine. No big speech, no flashing lines, just your sleeve going dark blue. That was the loudest thing you said, and it hit me clean through. Clean through. At the entrance to the station, you removed your drenched out coat. Then you wrapped it round my shoulders when the evening wind arose. I remembered all the mornings you had waited by the door. Every time you took the long way, so I wouldn't walk alone. I had counted what was missing, measured passion by display. Never noticing your kindness, bent the weather every day. Some affection asks for nothing, some protection makes no sound. It just shifts a little closer when the colder air comes down. You held that umbrella wrong, clean through. Every drop became an answer to the questions haunting me. So I moved beneath your shoulder and I pulled you close inside. For too long I let you shelter me while standing at the side. Now we'll hold it in the middle, let the weather reach us both. Being chosen isn't one protecting, it's two people sharing cold. We held that umbrella together and the rain hit both our sleeves. No one hiding in the dry side, no one left to count the leaks. Every small thing you had done came rushing back in view. You had turned the storm away from me. Now I was turning it with you. We held that umbrella together, middle of the same old road. Sometimes love is not a rescue, it's the choice to share the load. The inconvenience we choose, that was always how I knew. Two wet shoulders by the doorway, two hands wrapped around one frame. The umbrella wasn't perfect, but neither of us walked away. You left my coffee by the window, handle turned the way I like. No grand confession in the morning, just your sweater catching light. It's in the space between our fingers when neither one lets go, and all the things we never mentioned that somehow let me know. The hallway clock was moving slowly, rain drew rivers down the glass. station entrance. Every face became a blur, but you reached behind you gently, making certain I was there. You saved the corner of the blanket, left the last page turned for me. You remembered every small thing I was too afraid to need. I searched for proof in distant gestures, for some cinematic sign, while your hand was on my shoulder every difficult night. I was waiting for an answer, written brightly on the wall, but you were spelling out devotion in the details of it all. It's in the space between our fingers, when neither one lets go, in the way you rate my breathing when I'm hiding what I know. It's in the half-lit kitchen, and your footsteps moving slow. You never needed perfect language, you found a quieter way to show. You stayed awake until the doorway turned my shadow into shade. And in that moment I remembered some connections never break. I don't need roses in the doorway, I don't need promises rehearsed. Give me your hand beneath the table when the whole room starts to hurt. Give me the look across the distance that says I still see you, because the smallest act of tenderness can make an old bond new. It's in the space between our fingers, where both our stories meet, and every quiet kindness and every chair you pull for me. It's in the lamp beside the doorway, and the nights you choose to stay. You taught me real devotion doesn't disappear, it changes shape. Now every silence carries meaning, every awarded, every moment close. You never needed perfect language, your smallest details told me so. The smallest details told me so. The smallest details brought me close. When neither one lets go, that's where devotion grows.